swag is just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They go play action here on first down. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Delivers another one to Pierce. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Isaiah McKenzie with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, hold it. Hey,
here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown of the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little impatient there, and it cost them.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now the try here for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Jaguars, nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar 1st. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, back up.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Back to the ground with Etienne. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
It was Quiddy Pay who made the stop coming off the edge.
It's the gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. Check. 21-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Jags are going to have a 1st down.
It's the gain of 2.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Henderson running straight ahead. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jaguars nothing.
Down. Hey, I'm 7. Go.
Now Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
X3, 2-3, top it.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, exit. Bravo.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Etienne up the middle. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, you. Look at me. Get down. Hey, Charlie.
From the 36, Lawrence. And a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try the left side with Etienne to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 27, Lawrence. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Samson Abukum. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Henderson going to run for it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Lawrence. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Ready? 77.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And he is going to have a Colts first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Rig. 19 right. 3. Hurt. Not saying 19. They pass. Come back, team.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, into the hands of Woods. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And 3rd and 1 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit.
Touchdown, Colts! Alec Pierce, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Jaguars take over a first down kick at their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is... And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kylan Granson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around, they're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And my goodness, another interception. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his fifth interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
On play action, they'll throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Hey, stop. Hey,
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He'll get this underneath to Henderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll run with ETN. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Bravo! Hey, you!
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now Lawrence on first down. This is caught. It's Kirk. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to at least get one score back. Right after, right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll drop this down to Taylor. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Kylan Granson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
His throw incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Going for it, here's Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Lawrence will throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. Running out of the gun with ETN. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Hey, Alpha!
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
$18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Back to throw. And he's got Pierce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Let's go now.
A give for Taylor running right side. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Trap 60, trap 60.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Pass out left, caught by Woods. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move them.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He'll drop this one off with ETN. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On the ready. Hey, Mike 7.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Out to his left. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the...
And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. We'll call it a convincing win here in this one, and we had some interesting plays throughout. Maybe one of the most interesting, ending the game on an onside kick. They actually recovered it, but it didn't really matter.
No, you're exactly right, and maybe they just wanted to work on something, right? Even though it wouldn't have affected the final score, you work on it, you get it, you feel good about that. But I remember I had a coach who said, I don't waste those onside kicks. You don't get many of them anyway. Let's not use it when we don't need to.
So for the Colts, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.
See, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. It's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TD.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office to stamp in time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void.